guys, today we are going to make focaccia bread and I am so excited for this. Not just because it is so easy to make and still so yummy, but also because I absolutely love working with this dough. It is so soft and so relaxing. And the best part is there is absolutely no kneading and no special shaping technique. So even if you are making bread for the first time, you can easily make this. We'll be making a simple garlic and basil focaccia today. It's chewy yet soft and so airy, just how we want a focaccia to be. Before we start, please do hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon so you don't miss any of our recipes. We have a recipe coming out every week. So with that, let's go and start making a focaccia. In a bowl, we will take 280 ml of warm water. To that, we will add 1.5 teaspoons of honey. You can even add sugar, no problem. Then 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 1 teaspoon of instant yeast. We'll give it a quick mix. If you're using active dry yeast, then add 1/4 teaspoon of it. Then take 350 grams of bread flour or all-purpose flour and add 1 teaspoon of salt to it. Give that a mix and add it to our yeasted water. Now using a wooden spoon, I'm using the back of a wooden spoon, makes mixing easier. Mix till all of the flour comes together as a dough. This is a high hydration dough, it's about 80% hydration in there, so we can't really use our hands to knead it. That would be super messy. We will be doing something else to get the kneading effect. We will see in a while what that is. For now, you can see that the dough has left the sides of the bowl and it has come into one single ball. Now we will cover this and we will do our first proofing, which will be for 30 minutes. It's been 30 minutes. This is when we do our stretch and fold to give the kneading effect to our super hydrated dough. Since it's going to be a very sticky dough, have some water by your side. I'm dipping my hands in the water and then take the dough from the bottom, lift it and stretch it as much as possible and fold it on to the other side. Turn the bowl 90 degrees and do the same stretch and fold. We will do this for all 4 sides. The dough will not be as stretchy right now. It may even break a little bit, but that's completely fine and normal. It will get better with proofing. After we've done this for all 4 sides, I'm going to cover it again and let it proof for another 30 minutes. While that is proofing, let's make the topping for our focaccia. I'm adding here 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 1.5 tablespoons of water. Give that a quick mix so the oil and water blended together. Then I'm going to add 5 cloves of garlic, which I have crushed well, and 12 leaves of basil, which again I've crushed nicely, almost like a paste. Whisking it well so everything blends in together nicely. That's it. The topping for our focaccia is ready. Now it's been 30 minutes. You can see. Let's check on our dough. We can see that our dough has risen up a little bit. We will repeat the stretch and fold again on all 4 sides. You will notice that it is slightly more easier to handle the dough right now. It is not as sticky as the first time. After stretching and folding on all 4 sides, we'll cover it and let it proof for another 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, you can see how the dough is almost like a jelly. It has become really light and airy. Once again, we repeat the stretch and fold to all 4 sides. This is what I meant when I said that you need is patience and time. Now we will cover this and let it proof, this time for just 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, we will do a stretch and fold for one last time on all 4 sides. You will notice that the dough is so soft right now, it's almost like a marshmallow, and it is also very stretchy. Now cover and let it rest for 15 minutes. This is basically to let it relax before we shape it. Make shaping much easier. After the final 15 minutes, now it's time we shape it. Shaping up a focaccia is really simple. I have a baking pan here to which I'm adding a good amount of olive oil and spreading it on the pan using my hands. I'm oiling my hands with the same oil just so it's easy to handle the dough. Drop in the dough into our oiled baking pan. Give it a few folds and then just press it and stretch it so it spreads all across the pan. Use both your hands and fingers to stretch it to the corners of the pan. There will be a little bit of resistance from the dough, but try to give it as much stretch as possible. Once you're done stretching it on the pan, you will notice some bubbles on the dough. Do not pop those bubbles, we want them. That's what gives focaccia its rustic look. Now using your fingers, create some dimples on the dough. Just press them down with the tip of your fingers. This is my favorite part of the entire process. The dough is really soft, so this activity of making the dimples is very relaxing. Now that we've created our dimples, we will pour our garlic and basil sauce on top. Spread it around using your hands just so all of the sauce goes into those dimples that we have created. I'm also going to sprinkle some sea salt on top. This gives a nice taste to the bread. Now we will cover this and let it proof for 60 to 70 minutes in a warm place. After 60 minutes of proofing, you can see the dough has risen so very well. It just looks so beautiful. I'm going to place some cherry tomato slices on top to add some extra color to the focaccia. This is totally optional. Finally, it's baking time. We will bake this in a preheated oven for 18 to 20 minutes at 230 degrees Celsius. It may take 18 or 20 minutes depending on your oven. If the top is getting brown fast, then place an aluminum foil on top while baking. Focaccia is ready when you see that golden crust on the top. Just look how soft that it is, with the crust being so crunchy. I'm going to slice it and show you the inside as well. Look at that, so soft. You've got this beautiful air pockets as well. It's come out just perfect. Enjoy this focaccia just as, because it's so tasty that you don't need anything with it, or make a sandwich out of it and enjoy it even more. I really hope you liked this easy focaccia recipe. If you did, please hit the thumbs up button. I would massively appreciate it. For more such easy, delicious recipes, do check out our channel and share with your friends and family. Happy baking! See you next week.